Hello, it's Jack and welcome back to another episode of Car Dealer Simulator. In this episode I'm going to show you the consequences of upgrading your workshop. As you can see here, this is my lovely workshop. Basic tools. Well, actually I have this more advanced one here which gives me the grinder and the proper sander, yeah, and a proper spray attachment rather than a rattle can. However, I can now afford to upgrade to the more advanced workshop, and to do that you would come into your office, yes, thank you sir, and upgrade here. And you can see here I can now upgrade mechanical workshop. My current level is 1, I can now upgrade. So this is where I am currently. It shares the space with the body workshop for now, that's fine. Level 2 gives me, I need a reputation of at least 5, my office needs to be at level 2, and I get a car lift, which means I can replace brake, suspension and exhaust parts. And to be fair, you can do a lot more than that as well. Let me just quickly show you. So here we are now in the garage, and as you can see I can't put the car on a ramp because I don't have a ramp, but if I go into repair from the hood, from the top of the car, I can see all these lovely pieces. And right now all you're able to do with this level of upgrade is just spray and find the holes in the exhaust, if there was any holes. I don't know if there is on this vehicle, I don't really care. What I want to show you is that if I wanted to replace the battery, for example, because the battery does actually earn you some money by replacing it, but I'll cover that in another video. So here's the battery, but you see what it says here? It says workshop upgrade required. Fuse box, you can go in and change the fuses at this level, which is fine, that's great. Again, I'll cover that in another video. However, you can't really do anything else because you need to be able to upgrade. So you need to upgrade your workshop before you can do all of the good stuff underneath the car. So when it says just suspension and brakes and shock absorbers, you can actually do a little bit more than that, and it doesn't state that in the upgrade, unfortunately. So it's a little bit misleading. Anyway, what I wanted to show you was when you do upgrade, be aware. So I want to show you something real quick. Not sure everyone is aware of this. When you go to buy a car or search for a car, right? And let's say you want to pick the condition, is it drivable or not drivable, right? Right now there's never going to be any not drivable vehicles, and the reason for that is because you're not able to fix them because you haven't upgraded the workshop. So the game is kind of very progressive in that sense, that it's saying because he's not got a workshop, don't allow him to buy non-drivable cars because he won't be able to fix them up, right? Now there is a caveat there. You can buy undrivable cars from the scrapyard, and then you're stuck with them until you upgrade your workshop so you can handle a really bad car, one that's in a total wreck. So just worthy of note, as soon as you upgrade the workshop you will start to be able to purchase non-drivable cars. Okay, so that means that when you go and pick a car up, if you run by foot or whatever, or you need to take the trailer with you if it's non-drivable, and you need to start looking at that on the cars to see if it's drivable or not. I don't know why I came out of the office then. Maybe I wanted to get a bit of sun or something, I'm not quite sure. Let me just explain that in a bit more detail. You see here it says drivable, 45% drivable. That will change to not drivable if once you've activated the upgrade. Not for all cars obviously, but think about it, right? Think about it. Right now there's a number of cars for sale, right? There's all of these for sale. When the non-drivables come into play, they will take up some of these slots, right? So you're going to have a split between what's drivable, what's not. You just got to pay attention to what's drivable and what's not, okay? Because generally if it's not drivable, you're going to have to start putting parts onto that car. Maybe it's a battery, maybe it's a shock absorber. Have in mind as well, by being not drivable, the part may be present, okay, but if it's at 0, as in percentage wise of the quality of the part, that car is also classed as not drivable. Let me give you an example here. I'm not sure if this has got anything 0 on it, but say for example this is at 6%, right, the shock absorber left front. If that was at 0, this car would be classed as non-drivable, which is fine. However, in the early stages of the game, even at Reputation 7, putting parts onto cars is not that cost effective, to be fair, because you might pay $200 for a shock absorber. You won't get that back, and the way you can find that is by coming here to the detail view. When you put the parts on, it will show you and tell you how much value you've added to the car, and it's generally not in line with what you actually paid for the spare part. So just be aware of that. I'm doing a little bit of gameplay and research on that to find out when does it start to become profitable, but bear with me on that one, okay? Anyway, without further ado, what we're going to do now is upgrade. So we're going to actually upgrade. Now I can do a whole load of stuff to upgrade. Mechanical workshop I can upgrade, or my body workshop. If I upgrade the body workshop, I would get to level 3, because right now I'm here. This is my level 2. My level 3 would give me a new paint booth, yay! And I can hire a worker to take care of the body station for you, which is good and bad in some sense of the word, but let's not get into that now, because what we're interested in, okay, is upgrading the mechanical workshop. One word of warning: do not go and upgrade your fuel, underground fuel dispenser, whatever you want to call it. There's no need at this point in the game, okay? No need. Don't bother with that 10,000. Keep it in your back pocket. Sorry, it's you actually got that bit. Level 1, that's where you are right. No, you have to actually upgrade. You're not even at level 1, you're at level 0. So anyway, my mistake, sorry about that. Anyway, now we will upgrade the workshop, which is, it's not, you know, it's not it's not cheap, my friends. It's not cheap. 20,000, okay? So we're going to upgrade it. It does a little bit of a, and then you get all this business, fine. So you've got more tutorials and all that good stuff, which you can delve into at your leisure. Now, what you'll notice when I come here, when I do the condition, non-drivable is still the same because I'm in the same day, right? So if I was to go and take a quick sleep, which I will, and I'll come back tomorrow, so give me a second. Okay, so I've had a nice sleep. I'm feeling very, very refreshed now. One thing worthy of note, right? Just to digress a little bit, right? In here, see that? That's my morning coffee, right? A latte. I don't actually drink coffee, but anyway, you get what I mean, right? But what I'm missing, this is a mechanics. This is a garage, right? Mechanics, right? You know, salt of the earth. Honest types of people in most respects, but maybe not in this game. Where's the coffee machine? Something I believe Monkey Games have omitted. We've got water, which is nice, and cups. Where's the coffee machine? Ah, it's here! I've found the coffee machine. Anyway, not to worry. I think that coffee machine has seen better days, to be fair. Hamsters. Anyway, what was I doing? Okay, here we are. Look. Now, I go to get cars now, right? This is the next day. Non-drivable. See, I've now got 4 non-drivable cars. Now, when you click on them, it will say not drivable, which is fine. Even though it's 54%, it's still in pretty good fettle, in good condition, but you don't know what is wrong with it until you actually go and visit it and do a vehicle scan. Then you figure out what's wrong with the vehicle. So it's just some food for thought. You need to be able to make sure that you've got the parts to fix when you bring it back. You can of course buy them, yes, of course you can, and bear in mind, do not buy them from this robber here, because this guy is a scammer, that's for sure. Because whatever you pick here, right, if you pick something cheap, like really cheap, $35 for exhaust repair tape, add it to the car, right? Let's just add it to the cart, sorry. Look at that, express delivery is going to cost you $500. I mean, it's not Amazon Express, is it? Amazon Prime. I mean, crikey thump, 500. So like I told you in the last video, forget that. Go on your map, go down to the shop here and buy your parts from there. Do not engage with that scam artist with his truck, right? You never need parts that quickly. Oh, there's a donut. There's my coffee and donut. I knew I'd put it somewhere. So anyway, that's kind of it for this episode. So if you intend to upgrade, just remember what I've just told you. Non-drivable cars. Okay. Just before I leave, if anybody knows on a truck like this, van, whatever it's called, how to easily clean the roof, as in spray it, right? I'm doing this right now, jumping up and down when it's in the car wash. Not the best way to do it, I don't think. If anyone's got any tips of how to clean the roof of the car, of the vehicle, whatever, let me know in the comments below. I would appreciate it very muchly. Anyway, that's it. So yeah, please leave me a little like if you like this type of video. Comment, please do. Let's get involved in some chat. Why don't we? Okay, and leave me a sub if you feel like it. Anyway, as ever, Jack is out.